Hello, everyone. Hello. I hope you all can hear me. This is something new that I am trying. I am in my car on my commute home, and I know I'm on just a couple of minutes early. I wasn't sure how long it was going to take me to get this set up. Hey, creatively created crochet. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome. Just vlogging life. This is a new time for me. I usually come on way early in the morning, but my life has gotten so very busy that I have not been able to come on in the mornings like I usually do. So I've been trying to figure out, when am I going to go live? When am I going to be able to do this? And so I'm on the road like 3 hours a day, literally, like struggling. Hey, Renee, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome. I'm on the road like literally 3 hours a day commuting back and forth to work, and I was like, well, let me just try this. So I'm not saying it's something I'm going to do every day for sure, but I just wanted to try something different and something new that I haven't done. So, and spend some time with you guys and just, see how this goes. So you all are going to be on the road with me for the next at least 45 minutes, probably. I hope you all are doing good. I am just kind of sitting in traffic, easing my way. Can you let me know if you can hear me? Just type a yes in the chat if you can hear me. I hope so. Well, anyway, I wanted to kind of start this new little series, at least right now for the summer, called Pep Talk. Y'all know everything I do is pretty much around communication and conversation. You're good. How are you? Just turn on your camera and talk. You don't have to look at the comments. Yes, don't plan on looking at these comments. I'm pretty much just going to talk as I'm driving, but I'm kind of sitting right now, so it's not that bad. But I wanted to do this series called Pep Talk because we all need some pep talk in our lives every now and again. And so I was kind of thinking about what I wanted to talk about on this first pep talk series, and I'll probably do this for the rest of the summer until school starts, when my schedule may kind of change again. But I want to do some of these every once in a while just to give people a pep talk and give people some inspiration, because I love when I get good inspiration. It really keeps me motivated and keeps me inspired to keep moving on. So I wanted to do one, but this conversation, this thought that I had, kind of was inspired by a conversation I had over the weekend. And the gentleman asked me, he's like, gosh, we were talking about our lives and different things that we've done in our lives. He was in the military, and he was telling me, all the things that he had done, and we were just sharing stuff back and forth. And he's like, you've done so much. He's like, do you still like look forward to things in your life? Like, do you still look forward to your future? And I was like, yes. Like, I wake up excited every day about my future. And I was thinking, man, but how many people can say that? How many people can say that they wake up every morning excited about the day, or excited about what's to come? A lot of you can, but maybe there's a lot of people out there who don't. They're just living life day to day, trying to make it through and, get through the next hour of their day, because they're not where they want to be. They're not doing what they want to do. They're not happy. All these different things. So, hey, Edward Smart, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome. This is a new time slot for me for right now, a pop-up time. So thank you for coming in. So, and I thought, yeah, I wake up excited every day about life. I wake up excited about something. Like this today, I woke up because I'm doing something new today, spending time with you guys, hanging out on my commute home, talking. This is usually the time that I actually talk on the phone to people, through my Bluetooth and stuff, because when I'm home, that's my family time. So I was like, well, let me just talk to my subscribers or people who are interested and need some encouragement and some inspiration. So Rather than just talking on the phone to, friends and family, let me talk to my talk family. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm trying. But anyway, I started thinking about why I wake up excited every morning, because there was a time definitely in my life that didn't wake up excited. Like I woke up feeling stuck. There was definitely a time that I remember vividly waking up feeling stuck, and how miserable I was when I was feeling that way, because I never thought that, oh, this is going to be my life. This is it. This is the end. This I don't have anything else to look forward to, and I don't feel that way anymore. So obviously, lots has changed. But so I started thinking about some of the things that changed the most for me, that I wanted to share with you all, so that hopefully you all can wake up feeling excited every day about life, or excited about something. It doesn't have to be anything big. It can be something small. It can be anything. But just knowing, just waking up feeling excited and looking forward to the day, no matter what's going on in your life. And one of the things that has helped me to be in that space, and to be in that space every morning, is knowing that I have found my purpose. And that's something that people struggle with constantly, trying to find their purpose, why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? Am I living my life doing the things I'm supposed to be doing, and all that? And as people, as believers, if you're a believer or not, just even as human beings, we were created to serve. So if you're not serving in some way in your life, making somebody else's life better, if you're not improving somebody's life, if you're not, even if it's just your family or friends or people in your inner circle, like anybody, if you're not serving in your life in some capacity, whether you're making people laugh or making people smile, easing people's pain, or doing something that is making somebody else's life better, then you haven't found your purpose. You haven't found your purpose. Hello, Fearless Meadows. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome. If you're new, or you may not be new, it just may be that I've never seen you on my one of my live sessions, because I'm usually doing these at like 5 o'clock in the morning, Central Standard Time. But that time slot's not really working for me anymore. So, positive. I didn't even see you. Good to see you. Welcome in. I haven't seen you in so long. I miss you guys. I miss you guys so much. I miss my morning inspirations and all that good stuff. But I know you're doing your thing, so I'm excited to see you. But anyway, yeah, so I wake up excited every day because I have found my purpose. And everyone's purpose is, well, we all have the same purpose in one sense, right? If you're a believer, that's to figure out how you can, lead others to Christ. But within that purpose, we have our own ways of how we do that, like how we're going to serve, how we're going to, live out our lives in this world, because we all have so many gifts and talents, and just so much that we can do, and so many different ways that we can do it. And now we have access to all sorts of stuff, even from just 10 years ago. Even from just 10 years ago, our lives are and the opportunities are just vast. So there's so many different ways that we can be fulfilling our purpose. And if you don't know what your purpose is, think about what you enjoy, what you love to do, what excites you. For me, it's always been being around people. I'm a people person. I know that everybody is not, and that is fine. Some people are introverts and don't want to be bothered with people, and the less they deal with people, the better off they are, and that's perfectly fine. But figure out what excites you, what makes those butterflies kind of go off in your stomach when you're around it. Whether it's when you're around people and talking to people. For me, it's when I'm teaching and up in front of people and sharing life experiences and stuff like that, doing small group sessions, stuff like that. I love that. That gets me excited. When I'm hiking, when I'm, doing things with kids. I love kids. I love children. I love being around kids. They excite me. Whatever it is that you do, whatever excites you, incorporate more of that into your life, because that is what's going to help you find your purpose. That's what's going to help you. Whatever excites you, whatever motivates you, whatever inspires you, is a hint to your purpose if you don't know what that is. But if you do know what your purpose is, then start doing something related to that. It doesn't have to be your full-time job. It doesn't have to be your the thing that you spend hours and hours a day. It could be something that you do once a week for an hour. It could be, something that you're only able to do even once a month because maybe it's expensive, or time consuming. It could be anything. So but whatever it is that you love, whatever inspires you, whatever excites you, try to figure out a way to incorporate that in your life in some kind of way. And that will help to bring you some excitement and some joy, because you always have something to look forward to. You know that in a week or in a month, or, in this afternoon or tomorrow morning, I'm going to get to do this. I love traveling. I love moving around. I love, experiencing new things. Try to find a way to do some of that. So if you're not doing what you love in your life, if you've not found a way to incorporate that in your life in some kind of way, figure out how you can do that. Because one of the reasons that I found that I was waking up miserable every day was because I quit doing things that I enjoy. I quit doing things that made me happy. Like I used to love hiking, and I quit hiking, and I used to love, going to different events and functions in town, and I had quit doing that. All these things that I used to do that I didn't have time to do anymore, or other things were taking up my life. And once I started just incorporating just one of those little things, it made such a difference. Like I left that event feeling so happy and so excited and reinvigorated that I was like, wow, I need to be doing more of this. Like I need to figure out how to do some more of this in my life and carve out time. So do what you love and do what makes you feel useful and purpose. So whatever you do, whatever you love doing, whatever your purpose is, whenever we're doing something that makes us feel useful and purpose, like if you like building houses, or if you like doing things, serving the elderly, or if you like, doing things with kids, or if you like, doing things for your coworkers, whatever it is that helps you to serve others in a way, that makes you feel useful and makes you feel purposed, will also help you to wake up feeling excited every day. It'll because you feel like, gosh, I did that. I was able to accomplish that. I felt good about doing this. And then the other thing that was really important for me was to put myself on my to-do list. Because you can get so busy, doing things for others that you don't include doing things for yourself. And that's how you begin to get miserable. You wake up thinking about all the things that you have to do for other people, but you don't put yourself on the list. Or either you're so far at the bottom at the list that you never get to you. So don't so put yourself at the top of your to-do list. If you like to wake up in the morning, I steal my time early in the morning. I'm trying to, in the process right now, to create some more balance in my life. Trying to incorporate all the things that I like to do, some of the things that I need to do, and some of the stuff I just want to do, So, and that's always a challenge. It's always a challenge to do that. But I'm carving out time. I'm making time for it. I'm like, it's imperative for my mental health and my sanity, and for me to wake up feeling excited and not feeling overwhelmed or underappreciated, and just, not where I want to be. So yeah, put yourself on your to-do list. If you would like to have more meditation time in the morning, if you would like to take a class of something, like just not too long ago, my husband went and took a gun class, and got his gun license. And so that was something that he just kind of always wanted to do. And if you're married and in a relationship, especially, that is something you need to allot for each other. My husband gives me time every week. I have an afternoon where I don't have to go straight home. and I can go and do whatever I want to do. If I want to go see a movie, if I want to go have dinner with some friends, if I want to go shopping, or do whatever I want to do, I can do that. One day a week. I know that I have that time. And then my husband, the same thing. He has things that he likes to do that we make sure that we incorporate. He likes refereeing Little League, and he likes to, you know, hang out with his family sometimes. So we incorporate that for each other, and it has been imperative. It has been so good. Like, I can't even tell you what it has done for us, for our marriage, and just being able to, us allow each other our personal time outside of the family. Not to be doing things we shouldn't be doing, but just that personal time to do the things that we enjoy doing. So if I want to go take a hike, I spent some time with a friend recently, and we went paddleboarding on the lake outside of her house, and that was something that was awesome and fun to do. And that's the kind of stuff that I like doing. I'm a very adventurous person. So if I don't have some kind of adventure going on in my life, I'm usually, can feel myself getting down. So, if you know yourself and you know that you have things that you enjoy doing, or things that you used to do that you don't do anymore, try to find a way to do it and allot time for it. Because what happens is we get frustrated and we get angry that we're not doing the things that we used to do, and so we drop everything and go do that thing and spend too much time doing it, and then we either burn out, or our family gets upset about it, or because we're like, forget you, I'm going to go do all the things that I want to do. I don't care what you think about it. And then we spend too much time doing that thing that we love, and we haven't created any balance with it. So if you know that there's something that you like to do, I see a lot of people on here who do a lot of things, all of you who I see do different things, minister music, you do worship sessions, creatively crochet, you have your crochet, and just blogging. Like, all of you have different things that I know that you do, and you have to find balance with those things, and find how you can do it in a time frame that doesn't allows you time to do it in an amount of time that keeps you satisfied and happy, and also be able to maintain doing all the other things that we have to do, like the work and spending time with family, friends, or whatever, church duties, all these different things that we have to do, right? There's those things in life that we have to do, and then there's those things that we just want to do. So make sure that you're making time to do some of those things that you want to do, so that you feel useful, you feel purpose, you feel fulfilled, you feel satisfied, you feel appreciated, because you have to also appreciate yourself. Like, I have to appreciate myself. I make myself happy when I gave myself some time for myself, and that makes me happy. That makes me excited. But once you find your purpose in life, oh my goodness, once you find your purpose, or you have some idea and you find a way to incorporate it or do it, it makes all the difference in the world. And so if you haven't found that, or if you don't know what that is for you, then work on that. Work on finding that. Work on tapping into that thing that, and even if you do it and you find that maybe I'm not as much into this as I thought I was. Maybe it's not something that I thought I enjoyed, but on the path to it, maybe you discover something else that is that is good. That makes you excited. I never thought me being doing something with YouTube would make me excited or happy to do anything. Hello, Unbroken Sylvia, Miss Terrell 2.0. How are you? Good to see you all. I'm in the car driving, making time, doing something different that I don't normally do, because I want to make sure that I spend time with you all and spend time with my Talk family, and give y'all a pep talk, and get a pep talk myself. So, because what we give to others, we also most of the time need ourselves. So, and I don't know if you all heard my tip. I believe it was yesterday. Our lives don't have to be perfect in order to motivate other people. So, my life is, just because I'm on here talking to you all and sharing with you all, doesn't mean that my life is absolutely absolutely perfect. I absolutely have issues and things that I go through and deal with and fight with, and mentalities that I have to, keep in check, and relationships that I have to mind all the time in order to keep myself in a healthy mental space. And but the thing is that you have to be working on those things. You can't not tend to them. You have to tend to them, make time for them, and do them on the level to which you can do it, so that you are not worn out, or so that you don't feel burdened. Especially like if you have a large family, and sorry if it's a little loud right now. It's a little bit of a noisy highway I'm on. Um, if you have a large family, or find some time. Something that I do. These are just some of the ways that I sneak time in for myself if time is an issue for you. Some of the ways that I sneak time in for myself is, number one, my very first and foremost thing to do is to wake up really early. If I get up really early, and everybody's not early morning riser, so for you it might be time that you can sneak in late at night to do something you want to do, but don't set a timer for it, right? Don't start something saying, okay, I'm gonna do this for 30 minutes or an hour, and end up doing it for like 4 hours. So try to set time. Either get up early before your family gets up, or stay up late when your family goes to bed. And this is really important, especially if you have little ones, because I have little ones. Get them on a schedule and put them to bed. Don't let your kids stay up till 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, because if you want time for yourself, you need to put them to bed. Because number one, they need that sleep. That's number one. They need that extra sleep. And number two, that hour that you put them in the bed, or an hour or two earlier, whether it be 8 o'clock or 8:30, whatever time, 7 o'clock, 7:30, whatever time you want to put them to bed, that's an extra hour for you. That's an extra hour back to your life, that you can be doing something that you enjoy doing. But if you just let your kids stay up all hours of the day and night, you're never going to get your time. And maybe you don't have someone who can babysit your kids for you, or somebody that you trust, maybe, whatever the situation is. So you have to create time for yourself. So that's one of the ways. If you have kids, if you have a family, get them on a schedule and get them to bed, so that you can have a little time in the evening. If it's nothing but an hour, if it's nothing but 30 minutes, get them to bed consistently on time, so that you can have that little bit of time. So get up in the morning, stay up later if you want, or, another time I do stuff is I'll do it during my lunch hour. Now, depending on what it is that you're trying to do or want to do or need to do, when I have lunch, a lot of times I'll go off and, do whatever it is that I need to do or want to do. If I need to do a little shopping, or have lunch with a friend, I will schedule to have, lunch with a friend or something like that. Those are ways that I get time in, friend time in, without it impeding upon my family life or my personal life. So these are just little things that you can do, ways that you can sneak time in. Another thing, and this is also like if you have kids, like my husband and I, we have a difficult time doing date nights, because we don't really have, our kids are really little, and we don't really have a babysitter. So instead of doing date nights, we do date days. So while the kids are in school, or if they're at daycare or whatever, we may take off and spend the day together, versus like once a month, we may do something like that, versus having date nights all the time. But that's just a way for us to steal a little time in with each other, doing just fun things that we like to do, without it impeding upon our time with our kids. So, try to find ways where, that saying, where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. If somebody in your life is monopolizing a lot of your time, put them on a schedule. Put them on a schedule and say, hey, maybe I'm only going to come see you, or help you, or do the things that I need to do for you 2-3 days a week versus 5 days a week. Or I'm only going to be able to stay for an hour. Like let people know up front, I'm here doing what I need to do. I only have an hour. What can I do for you in the time that I'm here? And then when that hour is over, you leave. And these are just ways to get time back into your life, because if you're not careful, if we're not careful, people will steal our time. They will steal our time. Hi time with Tiffany. How are you? Speaking of time. Good to see you. Good to see you. So, and these are ways for you to sneak and get that time back in your life, so that people are not constantly pulling on you, taking it away from you, and the next thing you know, you've given all of yourself to others and you've not made any time for yourself. So, these are just little things that I do, that we do, my husband and I, to incorporate some of that personal time back in our lives, so that we can maintain some balance and some mental stability back, to our health. Because when you constantly give, and nothing, and you're never allowing yourself to be poured into, you become empty, you become bitter, and you become, a sourpuss to be around. You become a sourpuss, and it's reflected in how you talk to people. It's reflected in how you communicate with people. It's reflected in your relationship, and we wonder why we're how to get it back. Like, how? Okay, I know I'm struggling. I know I need to have more time. I know I need to try to do this, but how do I do that? So that's why I wanted to share some things with you all that I do to help me, get that time back into my life that I need, so that I can make sure that I have time to pray, time to meditate, time to do my word, time to, do whatever it is that you want to do, that whatever it is that you feel led to do, whatever you feel called to do. Just know that it's possible. But yeah, I mean, waking up, I look forward to the things that I have in store, because even though I have big dreams, even still yet at my age, I still have so many things that I want to do and so many things that I'm working on. I don't feel overwhelmed by it, because I've been able to create some balance in my life, so that all these things that I'm doing and don't feel impossible to me. They don't feel like they can't be reached, because sometimes we feel like the things that are in our minds that we want to do are too big, and we don't have enough time, we don't have enough resources, we don't have enough money, we don't have enough of this or that or the other, whatever. And that's just a lie. That's a lie that the enemy is telling you. You have time, you have the resources, you have what it takes, you have the skill set, you have it. It's already in you. If God put it in you, it's already there. You just have to figure out how to pull it out, how to utilize it to the best of your ability, and get going on it one day at a time, one step at a time, 1 hour at a time. We get frustrated because we don't get where we want to be as fast as we want to be there. We always want things to happen overnight. We always want it to happen yesterday because that's what we see happening to other people in the world. But we don't know what they went through. We don't know, what all had to line up in order for them to get where they are at the point that we see them. And so, don't compare yourself to others. Don't run your own race. Run your own race. If you've ever walked or run in any race, run your own race. Do the best that you can do for you, and don't compare yourself to what others are doing. And that's how you move forward. That's how you make accomplishments. That's how you feel like you're like, okay, I'm doing something here. I'm making some headway somewhere. you know, because nobody likes feeling like we're just existing. And if you've gotten to, at that point in your life where you feel like you're just existing, it's time to make a change. It is time to make a change. It's time to shake some things up. It's time to, get a pen or paper or whatever in front of you. Start writing down some things that you like, some things you want to incorporate back into your time who those time stealers are, if it's your family, if it's your spouse, if it's your kids, if it's your job, whatever it is. Even if you have to go to your supervisor and say, hey, this job is getting to a point where it's taking up too much of my life, right? You may have to have a conversation with with your boss or with your supervisor, or if you are the boss, you may need to start delegating some things. Like, let me get some of this stuff off my plate so that I have more time to do some of the things that I want to do and maintain some balance in my life, because that work is always going to, either you're going to do it or somebody else is going to do it. And if you're doing it all, guess what they're doing? They're hanging out doing what they want to be doing. So let's split this up and spread it out and kind of even out the playing field so we can all have some time. But yeah, so do what you need to do to figure out where you can some time back in your life, and start feeling accomplished again, so that you can wake up every morning feeling excited. Develop a plan for your life, develop a plan for your day, right? It may not go the way you hope for it to go, but start out with a plan, right? They say we plan to fail if we don't have a plan, right? If we don't make a plan. So yes, make a plan. So tomorrow I'm going to get up. I'm going to spend 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes doing something for myself, whether that's meditating or working out or reading or whatever it is that you want to do. And then from there, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. So plan out your day and be non-negotiable about that. Be non-negotiable about those things. We allow people to talk us out of things that we wanted to do and talk us into things that we don't want to be doing. And then we get frustrated, like, how did I end up here doing this again? Like, why? Why is this continuing to happen? So, make a plan and stick to it. This time I'm going to do this, and tomorrow I'm going to do that. And so for the first couple, if this is going to be new for you, for the first couple of times, you need to write down, okay, what your day looks like, hour upon hour, minute upon minute, and be non-negotiable about those things. Because, like I say, the more you get comfortable with that no, or telling people, hey, I only have an hour, I can spend time with you, I can do this for you, or whatever, but I only have an hour to be able to, give to this. So let's make the most of it. And when you're there with that person or doing that thing, be there. Don't be constantly looking at your watch or being like, okay, you got 5 more minutes. Okay, you got 15 more minutes, right? Be there. Give people good quality time. And they'll appreciate the time. It's not always about the amount of time. It's more so about the quality of time. You can have 50 things that you're doing in a day, but as long as when you're with that person, that 15, 20, 30 minutes to an hour that you with them, they feel like they're the most important thing in your life, it's going to make all the difference in the world in how they feel about you. Because when you're there with them, you're all the way there. You're not in your phone. You're not, watching TV. You're not doing other things. Be there. Be there with the people who you're with, and give them your time and your undivided attention. And then when it gets time to say, okay, I have to go. I enjoyed this time. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. I appreciate you guys being here. I am, for those of you who are coming in late, I usually come on early in the morning, and I'm just trying to find some time because I'm having to readjust since COVID and everything has opened back up, and my life just feels like it went from 0 to 100 like overnight. So I'm having to readjust some things and figure out where I'm going to be able to spend some more time with people. Hi, Kristen. How are you? Good to see you, Kristen. Welcome in. I'm sitting here stopped, so I'm just going to look through my comments and make sure that I catch everybody. Yes, you don't have to have it all together to inspire others. So I'm really thankful for you all being here. And I appreciate it. I appreciate you all really. So Like I say, I don't know how often I'll be doing these. So if you're not a part of the Talk family, just hit that bell, and because I'll probably do more pop-up lives, and whenever I can find time. And I will be consistent about putting out my tips. And my Saturdays have gotten pretty busy. We are definitely, doing a lot more activities and stuff with the kids on the weekends. So, but I will be doing some Saturdays as well. Um, I I won't be on next week probably at all. We are going to California, to San Diego, to do the zoo, take the kids to the zoo and the safari and all that kind of stuff. So this will be my first time on a plane since COVID has opened back up. I mean, since, things have opened back up, this will be my first time back on a plane. So I'm excited about that because I love to fly and I love going places, but I'm like, oh dear, making sure that we're going to be stay protected. We do have our vaccines, but my little ones don't because they're just 4. So we have to keep them. We still have to be mindful of what they're doing and what we're doing with them. So this will be our first time kind of getting out and moving around. So I'm really excited and happy about that. My summers are busy with the kids and home too. Yeah, for sure. I know a lot of parents are looking forward to the kids going back to school because that, parenting, schooling from home, homeschooling and all that has been a challenge for a lot of people. So my heart goes out to y'all because I know it's one thing sometimes if you just have one kid, but I know other people who have, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids and they're all in different ages and trying to work out the schedules of, when they have to go online with their teachers and all that. I know a lot of parents who couldn't wait for school to be over and they're looking forward to their kids going back in the fall. So if that's you, great. But if homeschooling worked out well for you and you're going to continue with that, great for you as well. That's awesome too. But, a lot of people, it was very difficult. If you're not a teacher, everybody's not called to teach. And everybody's not called to teach kids. So it can be a challenge keeping them focused and keeping them entertained and keeping them busy and all that. So, yes. Oh, I will. I'm so looking forward to going to California. I love California. I've been several times in my life. I've been to San Diego and Sacramento. I've been to Los Angeles, and I haven't been up north. I've been to South Palm Springs, California. Didn't like that so much. Didn't like that so much. It was it's not Palm Springy at all. If you've ever been to Southern California, it is very deserty and dry and hot, and that's just kind of not my cup of tea. I like it lush and green. Yes, you hear Cali is beautiful. It is. It really is. And the weather is really always perfect. And I mean, if I could have my dream life, probably I would have a home. I would probably keep a home in Texas because Texas is always home for me. So I would probably keep a home in Texas, but I would have a home in California. And I mean, now this is my dream life, y'all, right? I would have a home in Hawaii. So, and I would fly back and forth from California to Hawaii to Texas. I would just kind of spend my time in all those 3 places. But I enjoy the East Coast too. For all you all on the East Coast, there's nothing. It's beautiful, historic. Everything is beautiful and historic there. I've been to Florida. That's also beautiful. Very different weather than California. California is more dry, where Florida is way more humid and wet and, can be a little bit miserable. But but if you don't travel, if you don't move around, when you feel comfortable enough to do so, when you feel comfortable enough to get back on the plane and start doing some of these things again, move around. Get out in the world and see different places. I can't tell you what that does for people. Just a change of scenery, just a change of scenery. And get on some of these people and, like Just Blogging Life has her channel. and she goes different places and shows people different things. Go get out yourself and see the world and do something. If you don't do nothing but go over to the next town, a town that you haven't been to, and experience what goes on there, and just see some different things, because it will change your life. It'll change your perspective. It'll change how you see the world. Cindy said some teachers aren't called to their own children. Yes, you are right. They are not called to their own children. So, yeah, get out. Oh, thank you, Ms. Terrell 2.0. I appreciate you. I just wanted to, come on today and try this out, see how I'm doing. It seems to be working okay for me. Yes, if you have not hit that thumbs up button, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you are not a part of the Talk family, please become a part of the Talk family. There's so much that I want to share with you all and give you all to help you with your relationships, help you communicate better with yourself, communicate better with God, communicate better with the people you work with, the people you live with, because relationships are everything in life. Relationships are everything. And the higher quality your relationships are, the better off you will be. Hey, Marlene renovates and decorates. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. I recognize that picture. Yeah, so I'm on my long commute home every day, so I got about another 15, maybe 10 minutes maybe. So, but yeah, so I wanted to come on and chat with you all. It feels really good to talk with you all and see you all and be in this time slot, kind of be able to do something late in the day versus 5 o'clock in the morning, because I know people be struggling trying to get up early, and it's fun to watch the replay. I know I appreciate you all so much who watch the replays, but it's fun to be able to talk live too, and for you all to be able to see me, in a different light and catch me when I'm maybe not so scripted, or when things aren't so planned and purposed, and you can just sort of catch me in my everyday life routine. So if I could have a vlogging channel, I would take you all on all my travels and all that kind of stuff, but I don't have time. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to I'd be too busy having fun and doing fun things when I'm on vacation. I'm the person that when I come back from vacation, I need a vacation. Like, I usually always take an extra day after vacation so that I can get a little rest in, because sometimes I will be so busy on my vacations. I'm the person that has the itinerary on my vacation because I'm trying to get as much in as I can while I'm there, because I like to see a lot of stuff and do a lot of things. So let's see, is a pain. Yes, commuting is a pain. It is very much a pain, and it's becoming more and more of a pain every year. Because I feel like more and more people are moving to Texas because it's so much more affordable to live here than it is a whole lot of states in the country. Not every state, but a lot of states. And so people are flocking here like you would not. And I have seen this state grow like just leaps and bounds within a matter of just a few years. So, and I love Texas. We have everything here. We have water, we have hills, we have snow if you live in the northern parts of Texas. We have heat, and you can experience everything here in Texas, and it's affordable. Texas is still affordable, although prices are steadily rising from people moving here. So it can be. I mean, it's like I said, but I love Texas. Texas is home for me, and I'll probably always keep a home here in Texas. I would love to have a vacation home one day, but I can't figure out where I want that to be, because I want it to be somewhere close for me to get to quickly. I don't want to have to spend like a whole day traveling to get to a spot to go on vacation all the time. And then it has to be somewhere that I want to go repeatedly, because I've been to a lot of places and I like visiting different places. So I don't know, if I had a vacation home, it'd have to be somewhere that I'd want to go all the time, that I wouldn't get tired of going there. And I don't know if I found that place yet. So, and also I need to find some money too. While I find some money to get that vacation home. So, but it is a plan, and I see it happening one day. And one day I will be vlogging with you all from my vacation home, wherever that will be. I don't know where or when, but I'm going ahead and speaking it and believing it. So, but so yeah, that's right. That's what's going on. You be having one eye open in the morning, positive, and as Cindy says, sometimes in the same day. Yes. So yeah, but my commute is about 45 minutes. Without traffic, it's 45 minutes, and then but I have traffic every day, so. Not Michigan, just blocking life. No, I don't think I could live anywhere where it snows constantly, because like we just had a snow last year for in Texas, and it was beautiful. But moving around in snow, having to get up every morning just to shovel snow out of your driveway, and then having to come home and shovel snow back out of your driveway so you can get back in the car. Yeah. That doesn't sound like something I want to be doing. So I will visit places where it snows, but living in a place where it snows all the time, I just don't think I could do that. I really don't. And I love the cold. I enjoy cold weather. Would it be in Oregon? Oh, yours would be in Oregon. I've not been to Oregon. I haven't been to any of the middle states. Like, I haven't been to like Kansas and Iowa and Oregon. I've been I've been like all along the east and the west coast. I've been to Alaska and Hawaii and different parts of South America. I haven't been anywhere overseas, right? So that's something I'm definitely looking forward to doing one day. I want to go to Germany and Italy and Africa and maybe different parts of Asia. But yeah, there's so many places in the world I want to visit, and I love to travel. I enjoy traveling, and whenever I can, I try to do that. If it's wherever it is. Yeah, Oregon. So, but yeah, whatever you can swing, whatever your money can swing. And believe me, you can travel really cheap nowadays. Like, you don't have to spend thousands of dollars to go on vacation anymore. Okay? That's just not something you may have to travel off season. You may have to travel in a little bit of an unconventional way. Like, you may have to travel to, a state where the flight is cheaper and then drive to where you want to go. There's so many different ways that you can travel cheap now, but you don't have to spend thousands of dollars to travel. So just look around, ask people who travel, and find out, what they do, how they do it. And some people find extreme ways to travel cheap. And I'm even I like to watch these, what do they call them, like expats or something like that, where they go and house sit for people. So they're traveling for free. And they just go house sit people's houses, which is, pretty phenomenal too. Now, you can probably only do that if you're single, or if you're, married to somebody who doesn't mind doing that with you. I don't know. But I mean, some people live unconventional lives, so but that's not easy to do with a family. So, and I don't know, it's just a different way to do it. It's just a different way to do it. Hey, Wanston, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. I appreciate everyone popping in and coming in. I'm on my commute home, and I wanted to come on and do a live session, do something a little different out of my norm, out of my ordinary. I know y'all always see me doing the same thing, and so I wanted to do something different for you all and come on live on my commute home. So, but yeah, so I hope everyone is doing good. I really do. I am actually getting ready to pop up on my exit. I'm actually going to be on Wanston's channel here pretty soon. Yeah, in August. Absolutely. So, for those of you who all aren't familiar with Wanston, check their channel out and I'll be on there next month. We're talking about women of integrity. Women of integrity. So, well, that's what I'm talking about. Women of integrity. I think other people are about different things. So I appreciate you inviting me on to your platform, Watson, and I look forward to that. I look forward to speaking to you all on the channel. So thank you for inviting me to that. And but I am actually exiting my exit. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off with you guys. I really, really enjoyed this. I hope I wasn't boring. And this was new and my first time doing this, so I will, do it again sometime. I don't know when exactly, so please make sure you have your bell on, and I will chat with you. I'll be chatting with you all. I think next time, I don't know what I'll talk about next time. I don't know. We'll see. This felt like it was a little bit all over the place, so I hope y'all were okay with that. So, yeah, but all is well. I hope you all are doing well. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you. If you want to travel in the summertime, bring your ticket in the winter. Yes, buy your ticket in the winter. Yes, that is another way to save money. Buy your ticket in the winter. Yeah, so there's so many different ways that you can travel now. So, like I said, get out, see the world, do whatever in your mind, whatever you've wanted to see, whatever you've wanted to do that. Do those things, because that's the stuff that keeps us waking up excited every morning, excited to, do the things that we haven't done before. Get out of your comfort zone, get out of your shell, get out of that monotonous routine of always doing the same thing, over and over again in life. Life is what we make it. Life is what we make it to be. So if you want more excitement in your life, incorporate some more excitement in your life. Incorporate some more excitement in your life, okay? You can do that. You can do it. And I'm here to cheer you on and keep you encouraged in doing that. So, right? But I'm going to get off. I enjoyed you all so much. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. If you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button. If you're not a part of the family, hit the subscribe button and catch me again if you can. All right. So I love you all. Take care. Be safe. Enjoy your summer. I hope y'all had a good holiday. Stay encouraged in your relationships and continue to be the light out there in the world. This is a dark world we live in, and it needs every bit of light that we can bring to it. All right? So y'all stay positive and stay encouraged and hopeful. Love you all. You take care, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.